Well, hello there and welcome back. I'm sorry it's been a while since we last talked. I've been super busy. This is something a little bit out of the ordinary, and it's not a regular thing, just something I wanted to do together. So I have just subscribed to Nvidia GeForce Now. The service itself, quite an interesting offer. So you can test it for free. I've taken up a paid membership, which is like around €5 a month. And what's happening now is I am playing Battletech on a remote server. It's very handy because my PC is an old piece of garbage. I haven't got around to upgrading it yet. As a boring adult type, I've got money to spend elsewhere, and sort of gaming PC is kind of bottom of the list. So I'm not doing a full playthrough of Battletech. What I'm doing is testing this with you to see how it works. Now, initial impressions were not great. I tried running a game on my Surface laptop, and what I found was that my Wi-Fi wasn't up to the job. However, this machine is connected to an Ethernet cable, and apart from the occasional warning, which you'll see appearing on the right-hand side of the screen occasionally, a little Wi-Fi symbol in yellow, which indicates a spotty connection, there it is, it seems to work fine. This is my second attempt at this video, so I'm not going to lie to you and pretend this is a total first impression. What I can say is it seems to work pretty well. There are occasional moments where the resolution goes a bit meh, so it looks like I'm playing on a potato, but the responsiveness of the controls never seems to go away. I don't know if I trust it with Twitch-based gameplay, you know, anything like first-person shooter or multiplayer shooters, just yet, but it reminds me very much of early days of Netflix. If you were an early adopter of Netflix, you'll probably remember that it was really bad for stopping and buffering, or it would switch between high definition and potato definition to cope with the lack of servers and infrastructure. There's 5 servers in Europe, I believe, and they're divided: 1 for Northern Europe, 1 for Western Europe, and 3 for Central Europe. I'm presuming that's a cost thing, because I guess cloud servers of the nature they require are cheaper to place in Central Europe. And of course America is very well catered to as well. As I say, €5 a month, or your regional equivalent. I'm guessing that will go up because it seems to be an introductory offer. It's like a founder's pack. And I would say it's a very reasonable price to pay, given the cost of upgrading my PC to what I need is going to be about $1,000. What I didn't do last time is try tweaking up the settings and see how good this actually is. Given I'm paying, given I'm paying, this should be the best performance that they currently offer. Now, that's not to say it's going to be the best performance they ever offer, and you can see it looks a bit potatoey here and there, but can I play on Ultra? Well, once the connection stables out, and sometimes it will look like I'm just interfering with a video of someone streaming their game. So I guess really, if you're, let's carry on, my game may stutter or stop if things don't improve. So that's really down to my location, actually. I live in Berlin, in Germany, and we have horrible internet. Like, for a European capital city and quite a wealthy country, Berlin's a fucking mess, particularly in terms of internet infrastructure. If you were in Hungary, for example, where their internet is superb, you probably wouldn't have this problem. If you're close to a telephone exchange, if you have a really strong fiber optic broadband, you're probably going to get better performance than I'm getting. This is I don't believe this is even fiber optic that we get here. They did upgrade the infrastructure, but I don't think we have fiber optic. I pay extra to my ISP for a boosted performance, but I've never seen anything for that money, and I'm pretty sure it's just a lie. However, if your internet is generally quite good, but your PC isn't, then I guess this is probably going to appeal to you. Obviously, the main competitor is Google's Stadia service, which is failing pretty badly right now. The reason for that I would put down to the price, first of all. It's double the cost of this, and you have to buy the games for the Stadia. The beauty of this service, which I haven't touched on yet, is I'm playing this right now from my Steam account. So you connect to your server and you log into your Steam account, and then you play your own games, which I actually think is a far better system. And it supports Steam, Epic Store, I believe it supports GOG. I haven't tested it yet. That to me was really important as well. You need to have multi-platform support if you're not going to run your own game store, and I think it's far better to have people play their own games than rebuy everything they own to play on your cloud service. I think that's a losing value proposition. But as you can see, the game's working well. It's on Ultra. I've never been able to play it on Ultra before. It probably doesn't look very Ultra because I'm streaming it. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't look amazing. The heat effects are okay, but it doesn't look amazing. But again, I'm seeing that more as like a teething problem. It's something that will be worked out over time as more people do or do not decide to use the service.
I'm on it.
You know, Netflix, whichever, they all had problems at the start too. Just for the avoidance of doubt, I've not been paid to make this video. I've not been asked to make this video. I don't do product placements, just in case you were worried that I'm going to start ranting to you about Raid Shadow Legends and offering you free champions or whatever bollocks. That's definitely not going to be the case. It never will be the case. I respect your time and viewership far too much to piss you about like that. I just thought this might be interesting to some of you, given that it seems a lot of you share my love for... I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? I've gone the wrong bloody way. That sounds like something I'd do. Since we all seem to share a love of retro F1 and retro management games, I'm guessing most of us are not at the cutting edge of PC technology right now. However, there are some interesting games out there, newer games that require a bit more grunt to play. And while I probably won't play them on my channel necessarily, because I don't think they're going to be of particular interest, you know, correct me if I'm wrong,
I'm moving out.
I do play games for fun in my free time, and I think this is a far better solution than paying 1,000 to 2,000 euros or more if I really go overboard to upgrade my PC and have it go out of date. I mean, the advantage here really is that it's on Nvidia to... Have I fucked up? I think I might have fucked up. It's on Nvidia to keep their hardware up to spec. It's no longer up to you, right? Because if they don't, then you're going to stop paying your subscription fee. So it should always offer better performance than your crappy old PC at home. And
talk to me.
That's fine by me. I totally subscribe to that, and in fact, I am subscribing to that. So I'm going to play another 2-3 minutes. I don't want to take up all your time, but if there's anything else you'd like me to test, if I own the game, I'm quite happy to make further test videos. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out why my guy won't. That's why I didn't use all his move points. I do love turn-based strategy games. I'm really bad at this one though. I'm more than happy to make more videos demonstrating it. I think early adoption will probably be quite light. I don't know anyone else who even knows about this actually. I was pinging some of my gaming friends and no one had heard of it, and everyone's a little bit skeptical because they were already skeptical of things like Stadia, which I would be skeptical too. In my job, I do actually deal with Google fairly extensively, and I've had conversations with people at Google, and there's been casual mention that maybe at some point in time there'll be in-game advertising, interstitial advertising. I told them no, that's the best way to kill your platform, but they're not going to listen to me because who the fuck am I? And they turned me from a potential customer to definitely not a customer, because to be quite frank with you, I don't want interstitial ads in my games. And if Nvidia are happy to just sell me access to a better PC than I can afford, and just let me play my games, then that's totally fine by me. Why are all my guys refusing to move? What's the issue here? What's wrong? Ah, it's because I've entrenched them. Can I unentrench them somehow? I don't know what I'm doing. It's probably become abundantly clear to all of you by now, but I really don't know what I'm doing. Oh well, I've embarrassed myself enough now. That is a first impression of Nvidia GeForce Now. A little potatoey at times, but promising. A promising start, I think. Have yourselves a great weekend, guys. I'll be back with normal videos very, very soon. Pip pip cheerio.